Hey everyone, this is Scott from certmedia.com, and in this video I'll be covering what's new in Gutenberg 7.3. Gutenberg, for those of you who are not aware, is still under active development. It is where features that are going to be added to the block editor and core are tested and proven. There are various experiments currently going on, such as the widgets directory being changed, a block directory, full site editing is still way in development, and several additional features. But in this update, there are some good fixes that have been added to the navigation block. The navigation block previously had several known errors. For instance, it had no means of bolding or italicizing the content because it was broken. If you had bold or italicized links within the navigation block previously, it would appear as broken. But now you can fully do this on any of them. You could do them on a bunch of them if you wished, and it will load just as expected on the front end. We go ahead and run the preview. And as you can see, the text is bold and italicized in the correct spots. Then you have the ability to add text colors and background colors. This has seen some requests, and I think it's a good feature to have. There's not really a good reason to not allow background colors and text colors for the navigation block. I never understood some of the feature restrictions for certain types of blocks over others, but it's good to see that this was added. To enable this, all you really have to do is just pick a background color and then pick a text color that's visible. For those of you who want to know the hex color for white, it is FFF. And now the text is visible. If you go ahead and click the preview button again, this will appear on the front end as you expect. Now, this content has been added, it's been fixed, and I'm glad to see these improvements coming to the navigation block. Some other items that I'd still like to be fixed, notably, would be the means to select a pre-existing menu. There doesn't seem to be a means of doing that, and I'm almost a little concerned that it may not be coming and instead might need to be redone once this feature's done. But we'll see. This is still very far out, and we're expecting improvements to come for this block. Now, there are some new hidden blocks that you may not be aware of because they only show up in certain conditions. You have to enable full site editing to see this feature. This will break my theme because this theme is not workable with full site editing. But what you can do is if you enable this and you went under the layout elements, you then see some additional elements. You see template parts, post author, post date, and post excerpt. These are going to be functional parts for creating content within Gutenberg. So because Gutenberg will eventually be full site editing, everything that in theory shows up on the front end of the website has to show on these as these blocks. And as you can see, they are currently placeholders. Post author, let's see what else there is, post date, and then the post excerpt. These all have to exist as blocks if you're going to be able to fully structure your content however you wish. And it's interesting to show the direction Gutenberg is going. It looks like there is a lot of full steam ahead for full site editing. However, in its current state, it looks like full site editing is very far off. And the reason I say that is if I click preview right now on a basic Genesis sample theme, I get a no matching template found. So there is clear work to be done, but it seems like they're doing a very good job. The only other things that were added were additional APIs for developers. The developers received an API for registering block categories and adding blocks to specific categories. These are all good things, and it's good that the API is being updated. I wish there was better documentation for the API because it is a little bit scattered, but as it goes to say, if you're wishing for better things, I should be also contributing. However, let me know what your thoughts are on the latest iteration of Gutenberg, if you've been using the navigation block, and what your use cases have been for. Personally, I haven't found a lot of use cases for the navigation block so far. Reason for that is most of the time my navigations are either added in the header as a menu, or maybe added in the footer to list out some links to certain pages, but I haven't found a very good use case for putting a navigation within either a post or a page. So if you've been using it, put in the comments below the link to your website just so I can check it out. I'd be super interested to see how you're making use of this block. And otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.